My fiancé canceled our engagement party last minute. It's just not Instagram worthy enough. I said, I understand. Then I threw the party anyway, as my dodged a bullet celebration. The photos of me dancing with all the single women she'd uninvited made her realize what Instagram worthy actually looked like. I, 29 male, am sitting in what was supposed to be our engagement party venue right now, surrounded by empty champagne bottles and the best people in my life. But let me back up. Meredith, 27, and I got engaged 4 months ago. Classic proposal. Her favorite restaurant, ring hidden in dessert, the works. She said yes, cried happy tears, immediately posted 17 different angles of the ring on Instagram. Got 800 plus likes. Should have been my first red flag that she spent more time photographing the ring than looking at me. But love makes you stupid, right? We planned the engagement party for months. Well, correction. I planned it while she vetoed things for not being aesthetic enough. Finally settled on this gorgeous rooftop venue downtown. Not cheap. We're talking $8 for the space, catering, open bar for 80 people. Split the cost 50-50, since we both work decent jobs. I'm in IT consulting, she's in PR. 3 days ago, Thursday afternoon, I'm confirming final head count with the caterer when Meredith calls. Babe, we need to talk about Saturday. My stomach dropped. What about Saturday? I've been thinking. The venue just isn't giving what it needs to give, you know? The lighting is all wrong for photos, and honestly, some of the people you invited aren't really photogenic, like your college friends, and your cousin Deb with the... She made a vague gesture I couldn't see over the phone but understood, meant weight problem. Are you seriously suggesting we uninvite people based on their looks? Not uninvite, just postpone. Until we can find somewhere more upscale. The Rosewood Hotel has this incredible ballroom with crystal chandeliers, very old money aesthetic. Meredith, the party is in 48 hours. People have flights booked. I know, but think about it. We only get one engagement party. The photos last forever. Do you really want to look back in 20 years at some basic rooftop with mediocre string lights? Those string lights cost $1,200 to install. Exactly. For $1,200, they should look like stars, not something from someone's backyard barbecue. I already called the venue. They said we can get a 60% refund if we cancel by tonight. You already called them? I'm being practical. Look, just tell everyone there was a family emergency. We'll reschedule for spring when we can do it right. I sat there, phone in hand, staring at my laptop screen showing 80 confirmed RSVPs. My buddy Jerome flying in from Seattle. My grandmother taking her first flight in a decade, all for a party that wasn't Instagram-worthy enough. You know what? You're right, I said calmly. I'll handle everything. Really? Oh babe, I knew you'd understand. This is why I love you. You get that some things are more important than our friends and family. Got it. I'll take care of it all. She missed the tone completely. Perfect. Can you text everyone? I don't want to deal with the drama. Oh, and maybe don't mention the real reason. Just say venue issues or something. After we hung up, I sat there for maybe 10 minutes. Then I opened my laptop and started typing a group email. Subject, important update, engagement party, this Saturday. Hey everyone, just wanted to let you know there's been a change of plans regarding the engagement party. Meredith has decided the venue isn't Instagram-worthy enough and wants to postpone indefinitely. However, since you've all made plans and I've already paid for everything, I'm throwing a party anyway. Same time, same place, same open bar. Just a different theme. It's now my dodged a bullet celebration. Dress code, whatever makes you feel good. Photogenic not required. See you Saturday. Then I did something petty. I texted Meredith, all handled, everyone's been notified. She replied with 3 heart emojis and, you're the best. Yeah, we'll see about that. Update 1, holy hell, I didn't expect this to blow up. To everyone asking, yes, this is real, and yes, the party happened last night. But first, let me tell you about Friday. Meredith found out about the email around 2 p.m. when her sister Astrid called her screaming. I was at work, phone on silent, when apparently Meredith tried calling me 23 times. Finally, she showed up at my office. Security called up. There's a Miss Meredith here, says it's an emergency. I had them send her up. She stormed into our break room where I was casually eating a sandwich. What the hell did you do? Notified everyone, like you asked. You told them I canceled because of Instagram? I told them the truth. You said the venue wasn't Instagram worthy and the guests weren't photogenic enough. Was I supposed to lie? Yes. My grandmother called me shallow, my own grandmother, and my bridesmaids group chat is literally attacking me right now. I pulled up the chat on her phone that she shoved in my face. It was beautiful. Seriously, Mur? I wasn't photogenic enough? I bought a $300 dress for this. Wait, did you actually say the venue wasn't good enough for photos? That venue is gorgeous. Girl, this is not it. They'll get over it, Meredith said, snatching her phone back. But you need to send another email, say you were joking or angry or something. No, excuse me? I said no, you canceled our engagement party because my friends aren't aesthetic enough for your social media. I'm not lying for you. Those people are laughing at me. Then maybe you should ask yourself why your behavior is laughable. She stared at me. Are you seriously taking their side over your fiancés? There shouldn't be sides. We should be a team. But you created sides when you decided your Instagram feed was more important than celebrating with people who love us. You're being dramatic. It's just a party. Then why cancel it? She couldn't answer that. Finally, she said, fix this, or we're gonna have a serious problem. We already have a serious problem, Meredith. She stormed out. 20 minutes later, I got a text. If you go through with this joke party tomorrow, we're over. I replied, okay. She immediately called. I didn't answer. Saturday, party day. The venue looked incredible. The coordinator, who'd heard about everything through the email, had gone above and beyond. This is the best thing I've seen in 15 years of event planning, she told me, then comped us extra decorations. People started arriving at 6. The energy was incredible. Everyone had embraced the theme. Jerome brought a cake that said, "Congratulations on your freedom." My cousin Deb, the unphotogenic one, wore a shirt that said, "Too pretty for your feed." My college buddies made a PowerPoint presentation called "Red Flags We Ignored." My 72-year-old grandmother showed up in a sequin dress because if I'm not photogenic enough, might as well go all out. But here's the best part. Around 8 p.m., all the single women at the party, and there were quite a few, decided to do a group photo recreating typical bridesmaid poses but with me in the middle instead of a bride. Denise, who'd apparently chosen Team Me in the breakup, was there and posted it immediately with the caption, "When you realize the groom was the catch all along." Within minutes, Meredith was blowing up my phone. I turned it off. The party went until 2 a.m. The DJ, who also heard the story, played Before He Cheats and Thank You Next for free. Everyone shared their own stories of dodging bullets in relationships. My buddy's wife admitted she almost didn't marry him because he wasn't tall enough for her wedding photos, and how stupid she felt about that now. By the end of the night, I'd danced with every unphotogenic person there, taken approximately 200 photos that were about joy, not aesthetics, received 7 phone numbers from friends of friends. Not ready for that, but nice for the ego. Heard from at least 12 people that they never really liked Meredith anyway. Learned that Meredith had apparently asked 3 different bridesmaids to lose weight before the wedding. That last one hit different. Update 2. Sunday morning came with a vengeance, both my hangover and Hurricane Meredith. She showed up at my apartment at 9 a.m. with Astrid and her mom Catherine. I answered the door in yesterday's clothes, probably reeking of whiskey. "You look disgusting," was Meredith's opening line. "Thanks, why are you here?" Catherine pushed forward. "To talk sense into you. How dare you humiliate my daughter like this?" "I didn't humiliate anyone. I told the truth. You turned our family into a laughingstock. Everyone's talking about it. Even my book club saw the photos." Ah yes, the photos. Turns out the party had gone viral in our social circle. The bridesmaid photo with me had over 500 likes. Someone had made a TikTok about the dodged a bullet party concept that got 50K views overnight. The venue had asked if they could use our story for marketing. I said yes. "You need to fix this," Catherine demanded. "Post that you were drunk and angry. Take down those photos and apologize to Meredith publicly." No, and no. Meredith started crying, full theatrical tears. "I just wanted our day to be perfect." "Is that so wrong?" "Perfect for who? You uninvited my cousin because of her weight. You called my college friends unphotogenic. I never said uninvite, I said postpone. Until when? Until they got plastic surgery. Astrid jumped in. You're twisting everything. Mur just has high standards. High standards or shallow priorities? Then Meredith made a tactical error. She went for the jugular. At least I have standards. Look at yourself. You're nearly 30, working some mediocre IT job, living in this basic apartment. I was trying to elevate you, to make you someone worth being with. The room went silent. Even Catherine looked uncomfortable. Wow, I said. Thank you for making this so much easier. Get out. We're not done. Yes, we are. The engagement is off. Keep the ring. Maybe you can get some good photos with it. Meredith's tears stopped instantly. You can't break up with me. I'm the one who should be breaking up with you. Okay, break up with me then. That's not, you can't just leave. Now, or I call building security. Catherine tried one more time. You're making a huge mistake. No one else will put up with. With what? My mediocre job? My basic apartment? My unphotogenic friends? I'll take my chances. They left, but not before Meredith grabbed my arm. This isn't over. You humiliated me. Everyone thinks I'm some shallow monster. Then prove them wrong. Or prove them right. Your choice, but do it somewhere else. Monday came with new developments. Meredith had gone nuclear on social media, posted a long story about how I'd manipulated the narrative and turned people against her and revealed my true controlling nature. She claimed I threw the party to spite her and that she'd been having doubts for months about my emotional instability. Here's the thing about mutual friends, though. They'd all been at the party. They'd seen the email where she admitted to the Instagram comment. They had screenshots. The comments were brutal. Girl, we were all there. Stop lying. You literally told me last month you wanted Brett to lose 20 pounds before the wedding photos. Didn't you make your sister dye her hair because blonde bridesmaids photographed better? This is embarrassing for you. But my favorite came from Denise. Honey, the only thing he manipulated was that open bar, and we thank him for it. Meredith's response? She started blocking people. Anyone who didn't immediately take her side got cut off. By my count, she blocked about 40 people in 2 days. Then came the voicemails. When I wouldn't answer her calls, she left increasingly unhinged messages. You've ruined my reputation. No one will ever take me seriously again. My influence is gone because of you. She had 3K followers. You'll regret this when you're alone forever. The last one made me laugh. Alone sounded pretty good right about now. Update 3. Yesterday, things got interesting. I got a call from my apartment complex office. Apparently, someone had called in a complaint about excessive noise and parties from my unit. The description matched Saturday's party, which happened at the venue downtown, not my apartment. Then my boss pulled me aside. Someone had sent an anonymous email to our HR department claiming I was unstable and had publicly humiliated a coworker. Meredith doesn't work with me, and suggested I might be a liability to the company culture. My boss, who'd actually been at the party with his wife, told me not to worry about it, but to document everything. But the real kicker came last night. Meredith's dad, Robert, who'd been suspiciously quiet through all this, texted me. Can we talk? Man to man? I agreed to meet him for coffee this morning. Robert's always been reasonable, so I figured why not. He showed up looking tired. I'm gonna cut to the chase. Meredith wants to sue you for the deposits she put down for the venue. She got a 60% refund when she canceled. I paid for the rest to keep the party going. She says that money was supposed to go toward the new venue. What new venue? She never booked anything. I have texts where she says she wants to postpone indefinitely. He sighed. Look, I know my daughter. I know she can be particular. But this has gotten out of hand. She's talking about defamation, emotional distress, all sorts of legal nonsense. She publicly admitted she canceled because the venue wasn't good enough for photos. That's not defamation, it's her own words. You didn't have to broadcast it to everyone. She asked me to lie to 80 people who'd made plans. I chose honesty. Robert stared into his coffee. Between you and me, Catherine and I never liked how Meredith treated you. The constant criticism, the demands, the way she'd embarrass you in front of people. We hoped marriage would mature her. Marriage doesn't fix people, Robert. No, I suppose it doesn't. He paused. The legal threats are empty. I've told her we won't pay for a lawyer for this nonsense. But she's spiraling. Fired her social media manager because the girl liked one of the party photos. Demanded Astrid cut off anyone who went to your party. She's burning every bridge she has. That's not my problem anymore. No, it's not. But can I ask you something? Was there someone else? Is that why you threw the party? To show off some new girlfriend? I showed him my phone. Look at the party photos. Do you see me with any particular woman? I danced with grandmothers, cousins, friends' wives. This wasn't about revenge or showing off. It was about choosing to celebrate with people who actually care about me, not their Instagram feed. He nodded slowly. You're better off without her. I'm starting to see that. As we left, he shook my hand. For what it's worth, the party looked fun. Catherine was furious she wasn't invited. She would have been if her daughter hadn't canceled it for being insufficiently photogenic. This morning I woke up to find out Meredith had done something truly special. She'd created a Facebook event for a real engagement party scheduled for next month at the Rosewood Hotel, the one with the crystal chandeliers. She'd invited everyone from our original party. The responses were comedic gold. Will we need headshots to qualify for entry? Is there a BMI requirement? Can't make it. I'll be at my Too Ugly for Instagram support group. Will there be a photogenic test at the door? The event was deleted within 2 hours. Final update. It's been 2 weeks since the party heard round our social circle, and I figured I owed you all a conclusion. Meredith made one last attempt at, I don't even know what to call it. Reconciliation? Revenge? Desperation? She showed up at my office yesterday with a professional photographer. Yes, really. Claimed she wanted to do a couples shoot, to show everyone we're working through things. The photographer looked mortified when security wouldn't let them up, and I had to come explain that we were not, in fact, a couple. This could fix everything, she insisted. We do a shoot, post about how love conquers all, everyone forgets the party disaster. Meredith, we're not together, there's nothing to fix. But the optics? I don't care about optics, I care about reality, and the reality is, we're over. The photographer quietly packed up and left while she stood there. Then she said something that actually made me feel sad for her. I don't know how to fix this. Everyone's laughing at me. My follower count dropped by 800. Brands won't work with me anymore. You ruined my life over one comment about photos. No, Meredith, you ruined your relationships over prioritizing appearance over authenticity. I just stopped enabling it. She left without another word. The aftermath. The venue has literally created a package called the Dodged Bullet Special for people calling off engagements. I've had 3 different friends ask if they could steal the concept for their own breakup parties. Denise and I have actually become decent friends, purely platonic, before anyone asks. My cousin Deb got asked out by one of my college friends who met her at the party. Jerome is planning his own bullet dodge party for his divorce finalization. As for me, I'm good. Better than good, actually. I'd been so focused on making Meredith happy, on being worthy of her, that I'd forgotten what it felt like to just be myself. To be around people who like me as is, not as some potential Instagram prop. I went to dinner last week with some friends. Nothing fancy, just a burger place. We took exactly 0 photos. Laughed until we cried. Nobody criticized anyone's appearance or worried about lighting. It was perfect in its imperfection. Meredith's sister Astrid actually reached out yesterday to apologize. Apparently, Meredith's been making everyone around her get approval for their social media posts and demanding they remove any photos where she doesn't look perfect. Astrid's exact words were, I thought you were overreacting, but holy hell, you dodged a nuclear missile. The ring, I'd told her to keep it, but she mailed it back with a note about how it wasn't the cut she'd wanted anyway. I sold it and donated half to a local charity that provides photography services for low-income families. Posted the receipt on Instagram. Petty? Maybe. Satisfying? Absolutely. Looking back, the red flags were everywhere. The way she'd crop people out of photos. The constant retakes. The time she made me change shirts 3 times for a casual coffee date photo. The way she'd angle herself in front of anyone she deemed less attractive in group shots. But you know what the craziest part is? I genuinely thought that was normal. That being constantly criticized and found wanting was just part of being in a relationship. that love meant changing yourself to fit someone else's aesthetic. Turns out love should be about choosing someone whose flaws you wouldn't airbrush out, who you'd want at your party even if they showed up in sweatpants, who makes your life better by being real, not by being photogenic. So yeah, I threw a party to celebrate dodging a bullet, and honestly, it was the most Instagram-worthy thing I've ever done. Not because of perfect lighting or aesthetic guests, but because every single photo radiated genuine joy. Meredith's still posting. Lots of motivational quotes about knowing your worth and cutting out toxic people. The comments are mostly from bots she probably bought. Meanwhile, the photos from our party are still being shared, tagged with dodged a bullet party. Oh, and my grandmother? She's informed me she expects an invitation to my next not wedding party. Already has her outfit planned. Worth every penny of that venue deposit. Thanks for following along, Reddit. May all your parties be filled with beautifully unphotogenic people who actually give a damn about you.